So, yes, I am working on a video game. I don't know exactly what is going to entirely be, but I'm hoping to make something that's visually pleasing and fun to enjoy, and something that doesn't glitch even if you're playing online. Hopefully, we will see how far that goes. Long story short, I'm a very avid gamer. It probably explains the films. If you really look at the films and what I produce, they have a lot of color, a lot of vibrance. That comes from some of the games that I played, some of the inspirations taken from them to do the nice color correcting or the tones, or pay attention to just the environment, or even put like little Easter eggs in the back of the film you may not have noticed. Some items may actually have surfaced multiple times. And that comes from me being a huge gaming fan. Huge. And games affect the industry. It affects like our TVs, our movies. There's no reason why you need 8K power, whatever, other than the fact that games are just becoming so visually like amazing. And so power, hungry, essentially. They just need a lot of power to run 60 FPS or even 30 FPS with some of the graphical like achievements that's come out, like ray tracing and all the other stuff that I'm not going to sit here and bore you guys with. So long story short, am working on the game, and hopefully I'll be able to come up with something that's actually really cool. I just want it to be engaging, and I don't want it to be so money hungry. I don't like that option that we have right now with all these games. I think there's only, well, from my gameplay experience, there's only one game that I feel like, and I hope and almost pray that they never change. And that's Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is a really, 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 really fun game. And it merges the film, the cinematography, as well as explosions. It's like a Michael Bay version of a video game. Like, it's amazing. Like, think Transformers when it first, like the 1 and 2. Think of that, but in a video game. It's that cool. And so far, they're the only ones that's doing it and doing it well. And you have planets, by the way, planets with an S, different worlds, different missions, different stuff. Yes, some of the side quests may be similar, but think about the amount of stuff, the amount of players that are in this one game, and it runs well. Like, very, 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 very few issues. Compare that to a game like Call of Duty, where I constantly get lagged out, constantly have issues when it comes to playing with people, whether it's the microphone not working, whether it's just you can't play the game. Like, it's to the point where, and man, I love Call of Duty. Like, I've played since Call of Duty 1, but it's literally to a point where if this is how things go, this may be my last Call of Duty game ever. Like, that serious of a frustration for me. Not just that, but the AI protections that are not here for the actors and different people that are playing a role. Like, their voice is not protected. Their voice. These characters made the game. It's the same as when, or similar to like Halo, when Halo dropped the TV series. And the TV, I think if I have this right, unless I'm wrong, I believe the main character in the behind the scenes said that he never played a Halo game before. A lot of that cast had never. It made total sense why Master Chief took his helmet off and we saw what he looked like. Why? If you played Halo 1, if you play Halo 2, if you looked at the videos, the lore that came from, he took off the first episode, I think. It was like the first or second. Took his head. Why? So, games, I don't know if the world is trying to shift us and it's like, okay, well, stop playing games. Too many people making money. It's blah, 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 dumbs you down. Maybe it's that whole fiasco, but games have really hit rock bottom. Like Halo split screen no longer exists. Call of Duty no longer works. Ark, man, I love Ark. I don't know what it is, but I like the combination between Minecraft and dinosaurs. I used to love science. That was my favorite, subject in school. I love science, and it combines a lot of that into one, and it is so good looking of a game, but it does not work entirely well. I'm pretty sure they're probably fleshed out, because I understand the first Ark was decent, but there was a lot of things that went well, just didn't work, or it didn't run smooth, but it was actually really fun. So I think they'll do that eventually. I'm not really worried about them too much, but I think it's amazing to me that some of the larger titles have not produced a full fleshed out game. Like, I'm so fine with waiting 5-6 years to get a game that I know works. Like, works. Pre-ordering was never something that I was a fan of, but at least if you did pre-order, you knew when you got the game, you could play it. Like, there was a reason to push that button and unlock it at 12 p.m. at night. Like, that love of the games, I think, has been completely missed. That's why I'm basically ranting on it right now. And truthfully, it's gotten to the point where I'm working on my own video game. And so I actually have like an E3 island that I'm working on, and I'll see what all concepts I want to produce with it. But so far I have it running inside of Fortnite, and it is playable. It's just not public to you guys right now, but eventually it may be, and then you guys, I can just put a link inside the video if it's fully developed or finished. Basically, I've been avoiding creating a video game because I did not want to have the love of it die out. Like, for instance, with film, I love to shoot films. I don't watch movies because why? I don't see films the way that you probably see them. I'm looking at continuity, where they have a purse on the wrong section of the aisle or whatever, or a character seems like they don't know their lines, or, you know, maybe the shot angle is terrible, or the lighting doesn't make sense, or you could, like, I don't see it the way that you guys see it, so I no longer can sit here and enjoy movies. Documentaries, yes, I can watch those all day long. That doesn't too much bother me because you're solving for the who. But like the who, what, when, why, but basically you get to the end of it, so I can kind of follow that trail if it's not too predictable. But movies have been ruined for me because I can see where things, like, good guys are always going to win. They always are. There's going to be a climax. It goes, like, it's boring to me. I can make films because I want to add some different nuances, and I want to actually have films eventually where the villains do win and not the good guys. So we'll see how that goes as I'm working through different things. But it's kind of going back to game, and it's frustrating because I did not want to be in this position where I have to create them and now lose the love of games. Like, I have to build what I've always wanted to play, and that's not something that's just simple. That's not something you just make overnight. I literally have a buddy of mine who's developed games, and he's far more skilled than I am, and I mean, it's like daunting looking at the software that he uses. So Unreal Engine 5 actually has a lot of cool stuff that makes, it's like DaVinci versus Adobe, basically. Like, it has a lot of shortcuts, like different things that you don't have to necessarily type out in code, but you can place them in there and it works fine. Like, for After Effects, you got to go through all these different lines of all these different effects, and it makes you stitch them and connect them and reroute them. For DaVinci, it's just nodes. You want to have glow? Connect glow. You want to have aperture diffusion? Connect aperture diffusion. Do you want to have drop shadow? Drag and drop. Like, it's real simple as far as nodes go. Man, it's like saddening as a gamer. It's saddening even for film because a lot of things are just not being developed that keeps someone engaged. And I think a lot of it's being missed and just going straight to, and I hate to say it, but it's just going straight to the money. And I get it, you have people, you have employees, but they're also doing so many layoffs. If it's really that money centric, with how much games and films and whatnot cost now, I don't get it. And I don't know if I buy it. I don't buy it. I don't believe in it. So yeah, that's my rant. I will be hopefully getting skilled enough to teach you guys Unreal Engine 5. Some of the different things that I learned with the class I'm taking, I may be able to regurgitate that and make something simpler for you guys and mix that inside of the videos I produce along with DaVinci. My rule of thumb is always, I want to know enough to where I can teach the concept to almost a 5-year-old. Once I can do that, then I know I'm now more of an expert level, if that makes sense. And so a lot of my concepts that I produce for DaVinci Resolve, I'm usually able to break them down to make them sound easy, which they are easy, but you just have to know how to navigate them. And so hopefully I'll integrate Unreal Engine 5 as I become more skilled as time goes on. But yeah, I mean, I don't, it's like I literally went down today and I just started uninstalling a lot of my video games because I've just been that fed up. And I have a really like, I sold my Xbox to play all the games on Steam, and I'm just really frustrated. It's not Steam's fault. It's just a lot of organizations are really just butchering their video games and really not caring about, I feel like they're not too much caring about their fan base, enough. They to some degree they do, and I'm sure they have their heads, you know, they're probably swarmed and they got a lot of stuff going on. I get that, but I think some things are blatant, and that's something that I'm not okay with. So yeah, that's me off my rocker today. Working through another video, working to get another edit out for you guys to teach you guys more tutorials, but I may start doing more videos like this where I'm kind of describing to you guys what's happening in the future, as far as what I think with the way things are heading and the way things are shifted. This is something I wanted to do a long time ago to kind of get away from just the film side of it, but we'll see. I mean, even if the videos don't do well, that's fine with me. I just want to get this out because it is driving me nuts, and I don't feel like I'm the only one. I will hopefully have more updates with this game as I'm working on it. I will show you guys more tutorials probably when I get skilled enough to learn how to teach you guys tutorials. And I'll probably post, well, not probably, but I will try to post more often inside the community page or tab, just to kind of, or now they call it post tab, I think. But I will show you more steps of what's happening. Also just kind of engage with you guys. If you want to chat me on there, you can do so as well too. I truthfully hope that I can do something great with it and maybe build a team behind it and give you guys something that you want. So if you guys have cool suggestions for video games and whatnot, just let me know. But as for now, I'll be out, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video.